Hey there, I'm Kevin O'Connor, and welcome back to Ask This Old House, where today we are not starting in the loft. Tommy, you've got me on the road, which is exciting. You taking me to a house call?
No, actually, normally that's what we would be doing. We're going to a house call, but I want to do something different today. I want to go to an elementary school, and I want to do a little project for the kids.
Ah, all right. I like that idea.
Yeah. It's not a big project, but it's a little complicated, and I can actually use your help,
All right.
which is I hate to admit.
I know, that must hurt. Well, I'm all in. Let's do it. Hey.
Hi guys, welcome to Brookside. We're excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
Well, it's nice to be here, and you wrote us about a little project that you would like us to help you out with.
We did. We would love for you to help us create and install a little free library today.
Oh, that's the big secret, huh?
This should be exciting.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys help us out with that.
I'm up for that.
I'm up for that too.
Excellent.
Show us around. Tell us what we got to do.
So Brookside is one of 3 elementary schools in Milford. The other 2 have little free libraries, but Brookside currently does not.
Got to do something about that.
Yeah, so explain to me about the little free library. How does that work?
So a little free library is a specially designed box, and it's filled with different genres of books. It's available all times of day and all times of the year. So our English language learners who don't always have access to books have access all the time. And people are welcome to come and borrow them and take them, and then we hope that they will refill it as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So do you have a design in mind?
Some of our students came up with some designs, and I'd love to show you.
All right.
Hello, boys and girls. I want to introduce you to 2 of our friends today. We have Kevin
Hello.
and we have Tommy.
Hello. How are you?
Kevin and Tommy, I'd like to introduce you to 2 of our 2nd grade classes.
Hi, everybody.
One thing that we're working on in our class is learning how to love ourselves and how to be patient with ourselves. And we do a lot of that reinforcing through books. Because remember, books take us around the world. We get to travel anywhere and everywhere with books.
All right.
Very nice.
So we got some books, and we're going to need a place to put them.
Exactly. We learned what a free library was. So the students came up with a great idea of what would draw people to the free library. So they came up with
Wow,
a school bus.
A school bus. Oh, wow.
folks.
Wow,
Look at
boys and
that.
girls, these
Here's
are
one
great.
right
Everybody's
here.
got some. Look out.
Here's
coming
another one
through.
right
Oh, my
here. Look at
goodness.
these. These are
Look at
beautiful.
that. Look at that. Oh,
Looks
here's
like a
one.
school bus.
Holy
Lots of
mackerel.
ideas for you guys.
Lots of ideas. So many beautiful ideas that I see everywhere.
They're so colorful.
I think the challenge for us is going to be trying to get all of these ideas into one bus.
Wheels, windows, engine block. Tommy, you think you can do that?
I think we can do it. I think we can do it. This should be fun.
Boys and girls, thumbs up if you think they can take on the challenge.
All right, so we're going to go back to our shop. We're going to cut out all the pieces and build the bus and bring it back.
What do we say to Tommy and Kevin?
All right.
You're welcome.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, I got a question for you. I'm just
Okay.
leaving a project up here with Kevin, and it's an elementary school. And what they have asked us to do is build a lending-free library. We're going to build a little school bus the kids can exchange their books with.
Great.
And I
cute.
figure if you're up for it, I'd like to use your artistic ability to basically dress this thing up. We really want to make it something special for the kids, and I figure you're the person that could do that for us.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help. Can you pick up some supplies for me?
Absolutely.
I just probably need some paint, the school bus yellow, maybe some black tape for the stripes, and
Okay.
a roller and a brush, and I should be all set.
All right, that sounds easy enough. All right, I'll get it, and I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, love ya.
All right, love you too. Bye-bye.
You got that, Pops? Here, let me give you a hand.
Yeah, you always show up at the right time.
Okay, shopping complete.
Yeah, so I picked up 4x4 pressure treated because it's going to be in the ground
Yep.
outside.
Everything's going to be outside, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And we've got exterior plywood right here. This is MDO, medium density overlay. You can see the
Right.
layers of the plywood there. And this actually has a paper face on it, so it's nice and smooth. So it paints up beautifully. They use this for road signs.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that something with a layer of paper on it would be rated for outside.
And we use it for sidewall sheeting if we're going to put boards and battens. It holds up great to the weather.
Okay, and then plywood, what's this for?
This is an exterior grade. This is AA 3/8. You can see it's smooth on both sides.
It's thin too.
Thin because it'll bend, and I want to put a round top on it, so the half-inch MDO will not bend.
Gotcha, okay. Plexiglass?
Plexiglass for the windows.
So not glass.
You don't want to have anybody get cut. A piano hinge for each door.
Nice.
And earth magnets to hold the two doors closed.
Great, all right. So shopping is done.
Yep.
Let's get building.
All right. All right, we're going to start by making a box. It's just a simple box for the library. Got our MDO here. And what I want to do is make sure everything is sized equally on both sides and both ends. I've cut some MDF as templates.
Oh, okay. So this is the long side, got windows built
Right,
into it.
this is the short side right there.
Nice.
So we have the front, the back, and two sides of the bus. Okay, so I'm just going to put it against the edges that are nice and even. Okay, so we'll put a couple of marks here. And one here. The front and the back of the bus is going to be curved at the top so that the roof will be curved and the water won't lay on it. So to cut that, I'll use a jigsaw. All right, so now we have our templating guide set on top of the two ends, or front and back of the bus. These are the window openings right here. What I want to do is I want to cut these openings on both of the pieces at the same time. To do that, we're going to use a router with a templating guide. Now, if you look at the templating guide in a 1/4-inch spiral cutting bit, that will allow me to go down, make a couple of cuts. I'm going to probably have to cut 3 or 4 times around because you can't cut it all at once. That will also keep the router bit away from the side.
Yeah, because the distance between the outside of that and the bit is going to make your hole smaller than this opening.
Exactly. But it's really a rough cut. I'm then going to use a router bit like this. It's got a 1/2-inch shank. It's a heavier duty bit, and the bearing will ride right against the opening of the template itself and give me the actual dimension of the opening. All right, so we have our window openings the size that we wanted on all of our pieces. Next, if you look at it, we don't have a place to mount our plexiglass. It will fall right through the opening, or we could just fasten it to the outside, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to create a shelf so that the plexiglass will be inside the flushness of the side.
Of course you do.
All right, so to do that, we're going to use a rabbiting bit with a bearing that will hold our cut 3/8 of an inch from the edge. And I've put a spacer and a stop right here so the router bit will stop the depth that I want it. I'm going to cut my plexiglass on the table saw with my rip fence and a fine tooth blade. Now we have to put a radius on the corners. We'll do that on the grinder. All right, so we have our pieces cut and the radius grinded off. We'll just do a dry fit here. And I don't want to put them in place permanently because we still need to paint this.
Looks awesome.
All right, so now I'm going to take one of the sides and I'm going to cut 2 doors out of this side. I want to leave a piece on the top about 1 inch to 1.25 inches wide. I'm going to come up from the bottom and leave a strip on there about 3.5 inches high. Then I'll take the 2 doors out of this. So here we go. We have the bottom of the bus. We have the opening. Think of it a cabinet front, that would be a rail. We have a door, a little bit of a space. The other door. And now the top rail, which holds the boxes together right there. We're going to mount these doors to the cabinets using a piano hinge. So what I have to do is take off the thickness of the piano hinge on each door so it will fit into the opening. Now I'm just going to run a line right down the center of the door so I can get my screw location. Make sure my hinges are on the mark. Drill a pilot hole. First hole drill, I'll get a screw in to hold it in place. Now we have to keep our doors closed, so we're going to put an earth magnet in here. One in the cabinet, and then one in the door.
Well, there it is, bending just like you planned.
Now we're going to put some finishing touches on it to make it look like a bus. Drop right on there. All right, nice.
Cool. That looks terrific.
All right, now we don't want to fasten that to here because we still have to put the post in the ground.
Right, which I will help you with.
Yeah, but I know the only thing it needs now is a nice coat of paint. Kate volunteered to do it, so we'll let her do it.
Her mother's lovely.
Yeah.
One piece of advice for Kate, I'd go with yellow.
Yellow, I already told her green.
Let me know when it's painted. I'll help you get the post in the ground and installed.
Don't worry, you'll get the call. All right, Kate, here you go. Here's the bus.
Wow, it looks great.
Pretty cool, huh?
That's so great, Dad.
Yeah, they can walk up. There's 2 doors there. They can open the doors, take out a book, put another book in there.
Looks pretty good. I actually made some decals too, some vinyl letters I thought would look great. A little free library in the name of the school, and I got some reflective stickers, so it'll be nice
Fantastic.
little finishing touches.
All right, I got a little bit of sanding to do. I also want to take off the headlights and the wheels so you can paint the bus and paint those differently. I want to fill in some of these screw holes with some exterior wood filler before we sand it. All right, Kate, here's the paint you asked for.
Great. So exterior semi-gloss and the primer built right in.
Yep.
Perfect.
Save some time. It's supposed to be, whoa, school
Oh yeah,
bus yellow.
school bus yellow, that's for sure.
Wow.
I'm going to start with a roller, and then we'll come back and touch it up with a brush.
This is really tiring.
Should I be worried about hitting the hinges?
I don't think it matters. All right, paint is dry. It looks great,
Looks
two
good.
coats. Now we're gonna put the glass in before we put the decals on. It's actually not glass, it's plexiglass, because we don't want the kids getting cut. And what we're gonna use are these glazing push pins right here, and they'll just sit on top of the plexiglass and push right into the wood and hold the glass into the opening. We're gonna set that in a bead of silicone, not glazing compound. Silicone, I think, is better for this application. If you want to take the plastic protector off of the glass, I'll start setting the silicone. The first one. And you can use a putty knife, and I'm going to just use a flat chisel to slide them in, and that should do it.
So now I'm going to use some black vinyl decal tape to add some stripe detail to the sides of the bus. Fingers crossed. And now I'm going to add these reflector decals to the front and back of the bus.
That looks good. Now we got to put the wheels and headlights back on. Now for the finishing touch, I turned a couple of knobs to open the doors. Bus is ready to go to school.
It looks so good.
I think the kids are really going to like it. And thanks for all your help with the painting and the lettering, the decals, and even the lighting.
My pleasure. I can't wait to see what the kids think. You got to send me a picture when you get it in.
I will. Want to give me a hand putting it in the truck?
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.